Hmm. Okay, everybody. I hope y'all can hear me. I just come to do a quick little update on my truck. Bit Baby. I'm actually doing it from my laptop, so I really hope y'all can hear me. But anyway, so I talked to the people at the shop. Why not? Oh, that's where it's at. Oh, okay then. Oh, thank you for subscribing. So I talked to the people at the shop about my truck, and I think I told everybody it's the turbo. Well, it's on back order, and it said it's 182 on back order. Now, I don't know if that made me 183. I'm gonna have to ask more questions when come Monday. I don't know. I don't know if they have to be made in the factory and then they ship them all out. I know it's not 182 at that one particular shop, so I'm really not understanding that. So I guess that's the second part of this video, because I don't really understand what back order means. Do that mean they have to be made at the factory first and then they ship them out, or do they mean that I don't really know what that means. So as of right now, I'm not really sure how long I'm gonna be down. I was thinking about going online, searching, seeing if I can find. I don't really want to use one because I don't know if that'll help me out. I don't know if a used one will help me out, or if I'm getting a new one, considering the fact that everything is under warranty. Maybe I still just have to wait or whatever. I really just don't know. But me and Bit Baby, we down for a while. We down for a while. So that's that. Other than that, I'm just sitting here at the couch. I mean, sitting here at the house on the couch. Anything y'all want to talk about before I go? Because I really won't know anything else about my truck until Monday. One of my friends, she told me to ask. Hey, Philip. She told me to ask how long is a back order, because I think we're both trying to get an understanding on what they mean by back order, and it's 182 on back order. I don't know what that means. So for me, that means they have to make it. And if they have to make it, I don't even know how to make a turbo. Nah, I don't want your truck. You said you got a 2019 from Schneider. No, I'm gonna keep Bit Baby. Um, I guess once we get over this little hump, some may know, some may not know, but my truck will be paid for June 21st of 2019. So it'll be paid for then. I have less than a year left on this truck. So I'm not trying to give her up. But still, I'm not depressed about it. And I'm not down about it. Financially, I'm still okay and stuff like that. But I get bored sitting at the house and I don't know what to do. It's like being home is cool, but when you're so used to being gone, going, traveling different places and stuff like that, it's easy for me to bore out. Now, that may be hard to believe or hard for some to believe, considering lately I've been coming home a lot, but it's a reason behind me coming home so much. But right now, I'm ready to go. I'm ready. I'm not making no money sitting at the house. It's not costing me any money with my truck being in the shop, but I'm not making any money sitting at the house. Well, other than my truck payment, and as of right now, I'm still cool with my truck payments and stuff. I'm trying to make all the big money, Philip. Oh, so Bubba, that's what that is. They just have to order it from outside their network. So they have to order 182 of them, and he said it's 182 on back order. So I don't know if that make me 183 or what that means. But you say they just have to order it from outside their network, Bubba. Well, that made me feel a little bit better. So I guess what maybe Tuesday or Wednesday you think I'll probably be getting out of here? That's what I'm thinking. Tuesday or Wednesday. I guess they ship over the weekend. We work over the weekend. We travel. We deliver loads over the weekend. So I'm thinking one of y'all out there with a truck need to go find my turbo and bring it to Hattiesburg. That's what you, Bubba, you can go find my turbo and take it to the Empire Freightliner down there in Hattiesburg. Deliver it to them. Yeah, did I start originally driving with Schneider, or because this my Schneider is my first time doing a lease purchase. Now I started driving. Well, this is July, so I've been driving 18 years now, and I started. I went to school, Arkansas State University, and then I started with MS Carriers, then Swift, then owner operator, then Sanderson Farms. Then I went to Schneider as a company driver, and that's when I found out about getting my own truck and doing the lease purchase. And so now I'm doing the lease over at Schneider, for now at least. So I hope that answered your question, Philip. I wasn't sure on when you asked what you meant by did I start with Schneider. So other than that, yeah. What that is. I'm glad y'all can hear me. I got my laptop going on, y'all. Y'all, I cooked yesterday though. I did some fried chicken wing. No, I don't train drivers, and I don't know if I ever want to train drivers. Why not now? I don't know if I ever. I'm kind of nervous. The only people driving only person driving I trust is mine, and I don't know if my nerves could handle me training a student. I had considered it a couple of times, but I don't know if I can handle it. I really don't know. It would be nice because I think I have a lot that I can offer people, and I think as far as when it comes to patient, I'm a little bit more patient with explaining things to drivers and stuff like that. But I don't think I'll be able to get no sleep. That's the downside to it. I have to sleep with somebody else driving me, and I don't think I can do that. Okay, as far as when I pay off my truck, am I going to transfer? To be perfectly honest, um, that's something that I have been considering here lately. Now I haven't pulled the trigger on moving to a different company. And I guess as drivers, that's something that you always think about. You always think about, you know, progressing. I guess that's the way to put it. Because like some drivers is perfectly fine staying with one company, and I'm kind of like that driver. I stay with a company for a good little while. That don't mean I'm never like not looking to move. Because I always tell people the one thing about driving trucks is you have the opportunity. It's different in working in like a fast food or a factory or whatever. You can move up. Like the sky is the limit. And so I started late in the game as far as trying to get my own truck. Well, I did purchase my own truck one time before, but I purchased a used truck for like $10,000, and that truck gave me problems and stuff like that. Plus, I was in a relationship, and it was bad business. Bad, bad, bad. Don't do that. But basically to answer your question. I'm always thinking about transferring. I'm always thinking about moving up, things to better me and my life and what it is I have planned. Oh, okay. I think I could train you in a month if training was what I wanted to do. I think I could do it. I am in Detroit. I got a hookup guy that can get you straight, but if parts were legal, that. Oh, well, Bubba, can you send him my way? Cause like I'm in Mississippi. I don't know what to do. I want to stay around Mississippi for a number of reasons, and that's part of the reason why I don't travel so far out no more right now. But I don't know. I got to figure something out. Overall, everything is good, but I don't know. This dragging it out, I'm not liking. Yes. Well, no, no, I don't. But let me show y'all something. I have been. Oh crap, the battery dead, so I ain't really been doing nothing. I showed this phone on a video. What my other phone? The phone I normally record on is this one. I showed this one on a video. It's a straight top phone, but my cousin informed me in order to get it turned on, I got to call them people from a different phone and get all of that set up. So that's probably what I'm gonna do when I get off of here. Go ahead on and set it up and give that number out. Post it on YouTube. Well, Bubba, let me see. Now I don't really want to come to Landstar. No, I like Landstar. I think I mentioned that a couple of times in the video. My neighbor, at least he used to work for Landstar. Matter of fact, Landstar still got a trailer park down there that they were supposed to come pick up over a year ago. My next door neighbor basically got in a bad car accident with Landstar. So because of that, he had to stop driving for a while. So and he was loaded when he got in the accident. So of course they dispatched another driver to come pick up the load. And the driver came and got the load and stuff. Thing is about it, he brought the trailer back. And that's been well over a year ago now, a year plus now. And so his dad been contacting Landstar about their trailer. They need to come get their trailer. They haven't came and got their trailer yet. So I probably would have sold that flatbed by now. But Landstar, I did think about Landstar one time, but I think I might go with another company. But again, I'm not sure on what I'm gonna do yet. I'm always exploring and seeing what will probably be the best fit for me and what it is I want to do. Because I guess I can go on and put that out there. My end goal is to have about 5 trucks. So I want to purchase me another, well, 4 more trucks, possibly 5 more trucks. I want to purchase more trucks and stuff like that. That's my end goal. And as most may know, even though I like to say that I'm 29, I'm actually 39 years old. So, and I just made 39 in June. So I have to start, I guess I'm in nesting mode, if that's a way to put it. I'm thinking more along the lines of family and stuff like that. But because there's nothing else that I want to do, not that there's nothing else I can do, there's nothing else that I want to do. I want to remain in the trucking field. So the best thing to do with that is to start to try to build a fleet. Even though I'm starting late on that for a number of reasons, I'm trying to start to build a fleet. And that's some of the things that I've been working on. And I don't share that much about it because when I share things, I want it to be there. I want y'all to see it. And then if those who want to know the processes that I went through to get to where I'm at, then I share it. But I like to make the mistakes first because I don't want to tell nobody else to do it and then it'd be a huge mess up for them. So I like to go through the process and do everything that I have to do so then I can share the information. And for those who want to do what I did, then they'll know the correct steps to take or the step that I finally took that worked out for me. So that's what I'm trying to do. But all of that is still, yeah, I got a mess here. I bought me another printer and I hooked my printer up. I'm printing different things off the line. I'm filling out different paperwork. Had to go to the bank again. So all of that is a process. So I know some people be looking at me like I don't do YouTube videos as much as I used to and all that stuff. Because I be doing a lot. So between me trying to drive, me trying to get things up off the ground, and I'm actually doing it by myself. Like I am by myself. I'm single. I'm by myself. I do it by myself. Now my auntie, she helped me out some. Thank God for her. She helped me out as much as she can, but she have 2 small kids, so it's only so much she can do. And then my mom, she try to assist where she can and when she can. But for the most part, 90% of it, I'm doing it by myself. So between me being a driver, me being the owner, and me needing some rest, and me trying to talk to people and deal with all different type of business things that I'll be trying to deal with, that's some of the reason why things went down, slowed down on YouTube. Hey, Trey. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm still trying to celebrate my birthday though. Yes and no on whether or not I got a clear understanding on the bank account. Um, I think he was trying to pull my credit for a credit card, so therefore Wells Fargo is a liar. Well, I ain't gonna say Wells Fargo. Same thing I say with companies and stuff like that. Sometimes it actually be the people and not necessarily the company itself or the CEO and all that stuff. So I believe the guy was lying and stuff like that, and he was trying to pull my credit because some was like it should be a soft thing. Okay, put it to you this way: years ago, I used to bank with Region, and then I left, and I come back and I try to get a bank account with Trustmark. Well, Trustmark, they like ran my name or whatever the case may be, and they claimed that I owe Regions money. Well, I know I didn't owe Regions any money, so I went back to Regions and I'm like, Trustmark saying I owe y'all money. What do I owe y'all and stuff like that? I don't understand. And so they looked it up and they was like, no, Miss Larry, you don't owe us anything. And they printed out a paper stating that I do not owe them anything. So I informed them what Trustmark said. And so they was like, they don't know what Trustmark talking about, but I can always come back to them. And so I was like, thank you and all that stuff. And at that time, I did. I just left Trustmark alone. Well, that didn't even appear on my credit because they said it was like a soft something or whatever. But with Wells Fargo, I got a hard inquiry. And I'm with Credit Karma. And I downloaded the Experian thing where I can keep a track of my personal credit. So, like, soon as I left the bank, we get down to like Red Lobster or whatever. We did go out to eat at Red Lobster. We get the Red Lobster, and the credit thing come through talking about on my phone talking about I have a hard inquiry. So I look at it, and it was from Wells Fargo. And so that was the thing that got me to thinking and like, what is going on and why did they do that? And I was already kind of pissed off in the bank and stuff like that because I felt like that's what he was trying to do, even though I was making it perfectly clear that's not what I wanted. So when I went back to the bank, I got an email. I got an email and then I got a letter. And that was kind of like, and I talked to a couple of people. And first they was like, well, they just want to make sure you don't owe other banks money. And that I got, but why the hard inquiry? Because everybody said it shouldn't have been hard. It should have been soft. You shouldn't even saw it. So then once I said it was hard, it was like, well, yeah, probably was trying to run your credit. So I did get a secure credit card through Wells Fargo. And when I went back to the bank, when we go to the bank yesterday, yesterday we went to the bank. So when I went to the bank yesterday, I did get approved for the secure credit card and all of that stuff. And I'm kind of glad I did go that route because I knew I would have got approved for the secure credit card. But it also confirmed that that's what he was trying to do, run my credit for a business credit card. So that's how that worked out. So I'm still a little teed off behind that. Um, just gonna follow my first mind more and more. Like if I feel uncomfortable with something, I'm not gonna do it. And it's part of the reason why it takes me so long to pull the trigger on certain things, because if I feel a certain way, I'm not gonna do it. And I'm just gonna continue to do that. So I won't get myself all messed up into some BS. My brother just started back driving trucks. He's with yeah, I'm pray for my brother. He with JB Hunt now. He's with JB Hunt, thankfully, because y'all know he was with Pam at first, and he had to go do a sleep study thing and all. There was a whole big old mess with Pam. Right when he got to like a couple of months from his full year, I don't even think it was a couple of months, and he had to go to the doctor, and then they was talking about it was gonna be like 2 months before he could see the doctor to do the sleep study test, and a whole bunch of things just got messed up with that situation. So Pam ended up firing him or he ended up quitting. I told him it's kind of like you quit it because your phone got turned off and you wasn't using the house phone or anything to stay in contact with these people. So they probably was trying to reach out to you, but they didn't know how to reach you. Anyway, even though they did make an appointment for you for like 2 months later. So he ended up firing or getting fired or quitting, whatever you want to call it. So he sat on his butt for a while doing nothing. And what happened? Where did all the comments go? Oh, there you go. I saw the thing jump. So anyway, long story short, he JB Hunt hired him, which is a good thing because you know when he was with Pam, he had to do that like team thing or 4x4, whatever they call it, and he was under the impression that he was gonna get 22 cents a mile. Well, it turns out that they both get 22 cents. They get the 122 cent a mile that they split. So that's 11 cents a mile that they was getting. Which I told him once he got hired on, try to stick with Pam to get his experience, but that didn't work out. So he started with JB Hunt. Thankfully, JB Hunt hired him, and he got the account that he wanted. He on a dedicated account, so he mainly doing GP and stuff like that. And I think he said JB started him off with 42 cents a mile. That's what I think. So his pay rate even went up. So he's doing pretty good. Matter of fact, he's in Texas. So that's Wells Fargo policy. Bubba, I need to get you. I need to. Bubba, what's your email? What's your email? Because Trucker Storm, he was telling me something like that too. I might email you and give you my phone number, or tell Trucker Storm. Cause I know he gonna watch this video to give you my phone number. And I believe they're trucker friendly based on the conversation. Now, the second conversation, which it was another man sitting there. I don't know who that man was. I don't know if he was like an observer or whatever. Like he like over that branch. I wanted to see what I guess how they was interacting and how everything was going on. Because when I first walked in the bank, they were sitting there with this one couple. As I set it off to the side, and I noticed the guy sitting there and talking with him. He's sitting behind the desk, the guy that I was dealing with, and he's talking with him. And then that guy's telling him, or he could have been training him. I don't know. But when that couple left, then they called me up, and I went over to the desk, and the guy was still sitting there. And so we had a great conversation there. It was a good conversation. It's just when I first went in the bank, I felt like I was being misled on certain things. I don't know. But I bring that in just as okay. I see it. Bubba Transport at Gmail. Okay, I'm gonna email you my phone number. But yeah, so the conversation, I had good conversation with him. It's all I can't say vibe, but basically the second time I went into the bank, everything still was good. Which I went in there to sign a paper, and that was about the secure credit card and stuff like that. But he said that but basically money had already been taken out, already done been approved for everything, and it should be in the mail. So that was good. Once I got up to the desk, other than us just having a conversation, I wasn't in there that long. Hey McGee. Yeah, as far as my brother, well, let me tell y'all a story about my brother. So y'all know how I'm always telling everybody, especially like when you're bagging up and stuff, to take your time and all of that, and to get out. Now, my brother, he a little hard headed, but I'm glad it is drivers out there that's looking out for him. But he didn't cause the other driver to get in an argument with another. I'll tell y'all this story. So he said, in this second hand, I'm going on what he said. That he was at a truck stop. He was trying to get parked and stuff like that. And my brother, he still knew. He still knew, even though he drove team for almost a year. JB Hunt, they put him in a truck by himself, other than when the however you're supposed to train and stuff like that. But basically, right now he's in the truck by himself. So he was at the truck stop and he was trying to get parked. Now, because he's still a little bit uncomfortable with backing, it was taking him some time to back up. And of course, he get a little nervous and stuff. He still get a little nervous when he backing up. Not super nervous, but enough to make me nervous. So he was trying to back up and a truck blew his horn at him because you know, some people don't want to get out their truck because they think the other drivers are talking. But don't think the other drivers are talking about you, because they are. You need to already know that the other drivers are talking about you. You got drivers watching you and everything. Some of them probably filming you just to see if you finna do something. Well, one of the drivers that was waiting on him to back up, he was pulling containers he blew his horn, and then he basically let my brother know that he was finna hit a truck on his passenger side. He did not hit the truck, but he was getting close. So when the driver blew his horn, my brother finally got out the truck and did his walk around like he's supposed to, and checked everything out again. So when he go back to the truck, the driver that blew his horn, it was a driver behind him that just laid down on his horn. Well, those two drivers end up getting into an argument because the first driver that was waiting on my brother didn't like the fact that the second driver was blowing his horn the way he was. And that's just making the driver even more nervous. So that driver ended up almost getting into a fight with another driver, all because of my brother. So my brother get backed up into the hole. He do go ahead on and manage it because the other driver didn't even come and help him because he back there about to fight another driver about what's going on. But he said the guy said he realized he had it, and so he had to go back there and cuss this other driver out. And how I know that because the guy who in the container, he pulls around and go to bag up, but the second driver, he swings around him and he ended up having to loop back around. But if he would have waited, he would have had a parking space. So the guy that was in the container, he intentionally held the second driver up the second go round. And the driver blowing his horn, my brother, like, it was a mess out there. It was like, he didn't know what was about to happen. So him and the guy that was in the container, they eventually ended up walking up to the store together, and the guy explained to him what was going on, and he didn't appreciate how the driver was basically being a dick, basically, and stuff like that. And so, but anyway, it was everything worked out for him and stuff like that. I said, yeah, you got some drivers out there who will stick up for you, who will get out and help you, and, you know, who is just overall nice drivers. And you have some drivers out there who just bust. That's just what it is. And like, they're going to talk about you. They're going to be like, well, you just learned how to drive? Tell them, yeah, you just learned, and just keep on taking your time. Don't let another driver intimidate you because they will do it. That's what I try to tell people. Okay. I didn't know that, Bubba. So they pretty much one of the only banks that are financing. I know they do report to like all the credit people, like DNB and Experian and Equifax and all of that. I did know that part about them, even with getting a secured credit card, but I didn't know that they was one of the ones who will finance your truck and trailer. All right, then that'll work, Bubba. Hold on, I missed something. Yeah, that is true. And it also, the other part is true too. It happens. A shout out to all the helpful drivers. But overall, well, y'all, I'm gonna have to do another video for my brother. This boy. For the ones who don't know, I am older than my brother. He's trying to follow in my footsteps and all of that stuff. But we got to work on trip planning because he got it, he understand it, but I had to explain to him, like, when you're also doing your trip planning, when you get ready to shut down, you have to make sure you, what's the word? He was in over there on 65. Hope Pool. What that Flying J where they got that new pilot there. I think it's just south of, it's Tyson Road. It's just south of Montgomery. I felt that he should have went a little further down to the Spirit truck stop, which I think is 90 something, but he stopped at like 151. I think he stopped early. Well, it wasn't that early. He had like 2.5 hours left, so he could have made it down to the Spirit truck stop. So I have to explain to him, or I had to explain to him, when you shut down, buy your load have to be delivered the next day. You need to make sure you shut down close enough, or how am I explaining this? You don't need to shut down and you 11 hours away from where your load delivers the next day because you're not going to have enough time. So if you can drive another hour or two to knock that 11 hours down to like 9 hours, then it's best to go ahead on and do that. So then you will know that you will make it in or make your delivery on time. So I told him I'd do him another video and I just make up some stuff and do a trip planner for him and have it to where to take like 2 days to get the load there. He's getting it. He understands the basis of it a little bit, but he still get a little confused too. I don't know if confused is the word I should use. Yeah, he get a little confused. That boy crazy. But overall, and reason why I say that because he stopped in at that Flying J and he was on his way to Texas. And basically he didn't have enough time. He was gonna come in about almost an hour short. That's pretty much what it was gonna be. So he didn't trip plan good enough. And I was straight up with him. You didn't plan it out good enough. And you should have went a little, you should have just got your fuel, because that was his fuel stop, and then moved a little further down. But overall, it worked out for him. JB Hunt, they ain't stressing him about it. But I do be wanting him to try his hardest and do what if he do his part right, then he really won't have to deal with them. So once he explained everything to me, I explained it to him where you kind of messed up. You kind of messed up. You didn't plan correctly. So that's a video I might get around here and do today. I don't really know, y'all. But other than that, y'all, don't have no more questions. I'm finna get off of here. I got the I think I was telling y'all about my printing stuff I set up. I got to read some more emails and I got to print some more documents off and stuff like that. But that's the update on my truck. That's the update on my brother. And everything is everything. So far, I'm still in good spirit. And it's amazing how I'm in good spirit right now. And when I was actually on the road and I was working and Big Baby was running fine and stuff like that, I was having mental problems. And I think it was the stress of trying to get everything together. Oh yeah, Bubba. Yeah. I'm be safe always. And to everyone else too, y'all be safe out there also. But yeah, I'm kind of like in good spirit right now in my truck in the shop. And when my truck wasn't in the shop, I was mentally messed up because I had too much stuff on my plate at once. But I'm finna get out of here. I would talk to you. I don't even know how to end this because this is my first time doing this live thing on oh, there you go right there on my laptop. So I would talk to y'all good people later. Everyone be safe out there. Y'all be good out there. Don't do nothing I want to do.